hope YouTube caught that. That was actually kind of funny. But, guys, today I want to talk about my re-experience with Undertale. Excuse me, with Undertale. Because I felt like this game went from a unforgivable tragedy to an unforgettable second chance at redemption. I feel like Undertale was a game for me that went from being one of the hardest games I ever played, dealing with its neutral route final boss, to one of my all-time favorite RPGs of all time. I mean, I knew that was happening after Deltarune, but we're gonna explain why I even come back to the game in the first place once I share it on Discord, and we'll go on over and do our stuff. Alright, I'm back. So, let me talk about it, right? So, if you guys remember this video that I made forever ago. Yep.
Oh, the door is broken in. So I'm just gonna post this. This is for Undertale. My whole closet door has been removed. This is what happened to my fingers. Let's show you guys the closet door, where it's at. Yep, here it is. Just complete annihil destruction. Thanks, Undertale. You sure gave me a bone-chilling time with this shit. Anyways, I better get the fuck out of here. This shit. Fuck Undertale. I'm never playing that shit again.
If you guys remember that, 2 months ago when I decided to quit Undertale, after I quit Undertale and said I was never going to come back to this game, I decided to give Deltarune a try. And I'm probably not going to show footage for this one either, because no sound. What do you mean no sound? There's sound in my stream right now. Hold on, let me see if there isn't. I'm pissed.
Deltarune.
Yeah, there's sound. Okay. But well, I'll show footage. I'll probably show footage, but I gotta remember, there's a lot of copyrighted material in the shit. Check the other message. Yeah, guys, come on, man. I need to stay focused. Stay focused. But I remember when I went to play, Deltarune. It was Deltarune, and I remember how much I enjoyed that game over Undertale at the time. And I remembered the whole reason I came back to Undertale in the first place. And I know people were expecting me after that 2 month ago short of Undertale that I was never going to come back to the game. And that's fair, because 9 times out of 10, whenever I say that, I usually, or 8 times out of 10, or 7 now, because there's a lot of games I've come back to and whatnot, but over the years. But I remember when I said I wasn't going to do that, and I go play Deltarune, and that game was so fucking good, to me. I love Deltarune, like Chapter 1 and 2, because those are the only chapters out right now. I remember I told myself, you know what? I'm kind of feeling like coming back to Undertale and show this final boss that you don't fuck with me, man. Show him who the fuck is boss, right? And after, that, I decided to reinstall it. I said, you know what? Yeah, that final boss, he's going down. I wanted to go back. It's been a minute. I wanted to go back, and y'all know Deltarune was it was awesome. It was one of the best things I've ever experienced, ever. So, let's see if Undertale can do something for me. And I remember when coming back to it, this video was made. Undertale, I've returned to challenge the neutral routes like final boss once again, right? And the stream was over 3 hours long. and this was 3 weeks ago as I'm making this my experience video now. And I remember I spent like the first 15 minutes, or I spent the first few minutes explaining why. And I remember so many people were like watching this. Also, not only people were watching this, but people were trying to assist me. People were trying to help me. People were doing all sorts of shit to help me get through this, explain this. I was doing my best to handle all this, making sure I got HP and stuff and whatnot. It's a whole fucking thing. I barely survived this, to be real with you. There were so many times during this boss fight I thought I was gonna die. And I remember when I, finally did it, I was so happy that I finally beat the neutral route final boss after a little bit, and there was a lot of dialogue, which I'm probably going to skip over. And I remember people were telling me to spare the flower, and the game ended. And I was so confused, but I remember I killed Papyrus. I did a lot of bad things at the end of that playthrough, my original playthrough. It's Mega Flowey. That's right, it's Mega Flowey. Flowey turned into that. And I remember after doing neutral route and making that mistake, I remember I got so confused after I beat the game. I was like, what do I do? And I remember everybody in chat was like, Alex, continue playing the game. If you want to continue playing, and start a new game, you gotta either reset or something else, right? And I was like, okay, I'll reset the game. And we reset, and people were trying to tell me, hey, let's do a new route. And I remember, I think it was right here, I made the decision to fully commit myself to pacifist route. And when I made this commitment, I remember making this commitment was one of the hardest things I have dealt with in gaming, because doing pacifist route or true pacifist route, whatever route, right? This requires you to not kill a single enemy, or sometimes even pick up a single weapon, or whatever. Go through the entire game without messing it up, right? And I remember there were so many points in my Undertale true pacifist or pacifist, right? Because people like to correct me all the time, so I'm just saying both. Just say both, okay? During this playthrough where I just wanted to murk one enemy. But if I murk that one enemy, the whole playthrough is forfeit. And I can't, I have to redo the whole thing again. I have to redo the whole file from scratch. A lot of people were trying to tell me that. And I remember once I replayed the game like this and going through all the bosses and seeing tons of new shit in between as well, and tons of new bosses I had to face with little items and all that other sort of shit. I remember I was fucking freaked out, man. During this whole journey, I remember I was fucking on edge, but I was also so happy during this playthrough because so many people decided to band around me, when playing this, helping me out, giving me tips, giving me tricks on how to beat these guys, without killing them. Hey, guys, what the fuck do I do, And I even met so many people along the way, like Green Banana here, bro. I met Green Banana, and there were so many others I met because of my Undertale experience. And I didn't think going back and beating the neutral route, I didn't think that was going to be fucking possible, but I ended up doing it. By all means, I ended up doing that, which surprised the fuck out of me. It made me one happy-ass man, And then now doing pacifist route with all the help from everybody in the chats, the chat rooms and shit, and You know, I think, no, I didn't get on Discord call on this one. And just my own wit as well, like adding my own wit and input into it, and then everyone in chat telling me what to do as well. It felt good. It felt good to be back playing Undertale for you guys, even though I know people still want me to do the genocide route or the true genocide route or whatever. I know people really want me to do that, but, you know, I'm not really 100% sure about that. But maybe one day your boy might do it. I'm not sure. You know, then we're going to have to make another fucking Undertale My Experience video just talking about that route specifically. But, you know, just gotta be real, you know. I said I wasn't going to do it because I won't lie, again, doing pacifist and not killing enemies that are trying to kill you is so much harder than just going in there, you're fucking it up, he's fucking you up, and whoever comes out the winner is the winner. It's so much easier just fucking up things than it is trying to not fuck up things. And I remember so many times during this playthrough, I just wanted to do it. I really wanted just to murk somebody, but I couldn't. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to see what this pacifist route was about. And I remember the further I got into the fucking game, the harder and harder and harder it kept on getting. You know, bosses wouldn't go down as easy, or enemies like would just get in my way, and I would always have to constantly either run away or try to spare them all the time. And I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. And it felt like I don't know how to I don't know how to explain it, because it felt like this playthrough when I was doing pacifist, or true pacifist, however you want to call it. Hey, Lillian, welcome. Yeah, pacifist is super long. Yeah, not only that, but, yeah, I'm going to mention that here in a second, but, man, pacifist was hard. Because not only I couldn't beat enemies like I mentioned 1,000 times in this video, but it also felt so much fucking longer to do than my original playthrough did. Because keep in mind, my original playthrough was like 5 hours, right? The one stream of neutral route was like 6 hours, right? And then I remember when I came back, only 15 minutes of that 3-hour stream, right, was finishing up the neutral route. So basically it would have been like 5 hours, or about like around 6 hours. That's how long my neutral route playthrough altogether, if you're including the first chunk of my, you know, coming back to Undertale video when I did that. Jesus, that was awful, right? 6 hours, that's a long-ass playthrough. Even for me, that's really long. Who knows, maybe I could have stuck it out and it might have been a 7-8 hour stream, but you get it, right? So after finishing that, right, the rest of that stream was 3 hours like something long. If we take that 15 minutes out, right? It was 3 hours something. And then we go to my final part of it, and it was 7 hours. 7 fucking hours long, sitting there for my second true pacifist route video, because I decided, fuck it, let's finish it, let's do the rest of it from where I began that last stream, where I stopped in that last stream, to this one, 7 hours, 2 minutes, 21. I spent most of my day playing Undertale because I got that hooked. Like, again, not only because it was, you know, it's Undertale / Deltarune, and how easily I get hooked onto its gameplay, its charm, its music. And yes, Brian, I beat it 2 different times. The neutral route I beat, and the pacifist route I have beaten in terms of Undertale. In terms of Deltarune, I only did like 1 path, because I'm not gonna be doing like multiple paths for multiple different chapters unless I got like the bad ending and shit, and I gotta see, like, you know, and all that other sort of shit. And also, another reason why I decided to come back to Undertale was I felt really bad for killing Papyrus, you know? And I felt like if I redid this and did the pacifist route, my boy Papyrus would be alive. I wouldn't have never have made that mistake in the first place by killing him, by getting rid of him, like I did in my neutral route playthrough. You know, that was the mistake that actually carried over for me. Like, that was the one mistake I felt like that I deeply regretted when doing my neutral route playthrough. So when I came back to do pacifist, I'm like, okay, let me kill Omega Flowey real quick. Let's do true pacifist route so I can get the best ending so I can just fuck off from the game, and as well as has everyone be alive and live their lives and shit, right? That's what I wanted. So when coming back to, you know, again, deal with the game again, you know, obviously I kept my boy Papyrus alive, and are you planning on playing the Genocide route? Like I said, after I did True Pacifist, I kind of didn't want to play the game again. Like, I'm not gonna lie. The game stressed me out all over again. Like, if I can sum up my experience, right, with Undertale, it kind of, like I said, it felt exactly like that, except it was so much harder to manage a lot of things. Like, barely having enough money to buy items or restock items between fights was much more difficult. Battles, like insignificant ones, like battles with regular enemies and bosses, was so much harder because I couldn't, like, do damage to them, or I couldn't kill them. I had to just, like, endure, like, basically every boss fight and almost every enemy encounter, if I didn't just flee the fight, was basically endure their fucking wrath until they fucking stop. That was literally what I had to do for, like, the entire game. And this was even on enemies that I had never encountered before in my life in the game as well. So it was bullshit for me at a lot of points, because I was, like, fighting enemies I didn't understand. I had, like, I think, like, I had help on, but I was like, what the fuck? How the fuck do I deal with this? God damn. Like, there was just... Pacifist route Undertale was like a different breed, but it also felt like a different experience, like, altogether. It felt like, you know, it felt like my original experience, but it wasn't my original experience. Again, all at the same time. And it was so weird. Okay, I'm like so mixed about it now, looking back and thinking about it, because it's like, one hand, I really enjoyed coming back, you know, doing the pacifist route and making different gameplay decisions. A part of me really hated that shit, you know, because of me not being able to murk enemies, get easy coin, being able to refill my item stock so fast, you know. And a part of me, you know, really dreaded it at times, because I would be stuck on boss fights or stuck on something for a couple of hours or a couple of minutes, and people would be on my neck about it saying, damn, dude, you're fucking slow. And I'm like, dude, I'm not that slow. Come on, man, have a little bit more faith in your boy. Plus, I haven't done this shit before. Y'all niggas have, alright? So, give me a minute. I mean, I bet y'all weren't like that on y'all first playthrough of this shit, so maybe hop off my dick a bit, you know, when you guys got on me for that shit. Some of you guys didn't get on me, like, that are in the chat now, but I'm just saying for those that were in that chat, you know, then getting on me then about, like, making the wrong decision, or, you know, not knowing this and getting on me for not knowing that. It felt like such a surreal experience when playing it for myself. Because, again, I'm going to be real. I'm going to say this always. I never thought I would be into Undertale like that, you know? Like, even doing the neutral route, I never thought. I never thought I would not only like the game, but I never thought I would love the game so much that I would come back to it just to do the real, true pacifist route. You know? Because usually when I play video games, I play them once, and that's it. And maybe sometimes twice if I feel like coming back and it deserves a comeback or whatever. But man, there were so much emotions. Like, if you watch those streams, those Undertale streams that I made, like the first one, the short, like even the ones in my playlist, my Undertale playlist that you have to fucking scroll a million years to find probably. It was a journey, man. It was a journey, and there were points where I even was getting kind of tired of the game. Like, I remember when I was doing, I think it was Azriel or Adriel, our little brother, you know, or quote unquote little brother, right near the end of the stream, and I remember I was so exhausted during this point, because keep in mind, I just continued playing after playing after playing, and seeing this dude and fighting this dude for like longer than like about an hour, it felt like, him capturing all our friends, it was ridiculous. I mean, look at some of this shit, man. Like, look, I mean, I don't want to show the music. This got copyrighted. Fun fact, by the way, after I did the video, but but just seeing this and not knowing what to do, and just like him just taking forever to die, I was like, bro, a big part of me was like, and by the way, if you die in this fight, you immediately respawn, so it's like, you don't actually die, but it felt like a drag. I do remember that as real, really, like, made me feel like the fight dragged out. Like, it really made me feel dragged out. And I remember people were getting on me for that, saying, dude, this fight isn't a drag. Oh, man, you suck at this fight. That's why it's dragging. And I'm like, okay, dude, you do as good as me in the final boss for the first time, dude. I swear, bro. And I remember when, after this stream, actually, when I made it, I remember I was like, bro, people, Undertale fans are some fucking meanies, man. Like, dude, I swear to God, bro, like, I'm telling you, Brian, if you played this game on stream, you'd get, like, and, sometime, I don't know, but you'd get some people that are so nice to you, right? But when you meet the bad people, I really want to spend the time talking about this. When you meet the bad side of the Undertale community, getting on your bitch ass for the slightest things and shit, doing like one thing wrong, like I accidentally like did something wrong against Azrael, the final boss, like I said, and people were getting on me for saying, "Oh, you think this fight's slow, dude? I can do this in like 5 minutes and the fucker's dead." It's like, okay, dude, but I'm not you, though. Like, I'm not you, bro. I'm not. I'm not gonna be Superman against Azrael here and know how to dodge everything and know how to, stay alive the entire fight, okay? I'm gonna make mistakes. Like, why do you guys want me to be so, like, perfect? With, like, not only just that fight, but there were so many fights before this where people were getting on me and, making me kind of feel bad as a player and shit and kind of pissing me off. And I think that's another reason why I wanted to end it a little bit, like, not end it right there, but, like, end it after that and, like, be like, hey, I'll keep it going for a little bit longer, but after that fight and after going all the way the fuck back, traveling all the way back just to see Azrael as a little boy form or whatever the fuck. Then he said his soul or something can't be handled in this world or something or whatever the fuck like that. I don't fucking know, right? After going all the way down there, seeing his bitch ass, spending a whole hour getting there, going through all the different areas of the game, and then going all the way back up manually just so I can get the little piece of dialogue and shit. It's kind of crazy. Man, that's what I mean. Like, God, Witch's Bucket Queen. Hey, how you doing? That's so stupid. Yeah, I agree, by 1,000 times over. I agree. The copyright on my Undertale video I spent 7 hours making just to get it copyrighted so I don't earn any of the revenue is stupid. Even though I wasn't earning much revenue, it was probably like 7, 8 cents, maybe 12. I don't know. The fan base is the reason I never played the game. To be real, like, Undertale, how are you? By the way, Lillian, I just saw that. Yeah, I'm doing pretty alright. I got sick pretty recently and stuff, but I'm feeling a lot better now. U.S. government, welcome back. Haven't seen you in a while. But, man, I just, oh, God. I was so happy it was done. It was over. I didn't need to fight that man anymore after spending so much time trying to fight him over and over and over. God, it was a pain in the dick. Getting lost in the final area, having to go all the way back just for us to end the game. It was nutty, man. And I remember I spent 506 fucking minutes. Look at this. No, y'all need to look at this. I ended my through of Undertale, my neutral route playthrough, at 306. This playthrough right here took me 506. 506 minutes to finish up in comparison to 306. 506. That is fucking ridiculous. And they talk about ending the game and stuff. And I remember I had to take a thumbnail of this because I was like, oh, this is lit. Like, and by the way, the whole point of the demon realm in this game was so they can breach it, so they can all go to the human world and actually live normal lives and shit. And this is like the real ending of the game. Everyone gets to live a normal human life and shit. And I remember I picked to stay with Toriel, because why not? I just chose to stay with her. Even though I kind of wish I went with these boys right here. Or they gave me an option to go with Sans and Papyrus, because I would have went with them. And I remember I was just so happy by the end of this game, man. Sans is goated. Sans and Papyrus are both goated. They're goated brothers, man. Goated. And I had no idea, man. That's crazy. No idea. I want to stay with you. I have places to go, and then the game ends. And I remember when this game ended, and I actually finished it this time, and there's no ending that's truer than what I got. I remember I was like, damn, I'm actually going to miss this game. Like, and yes, I know I can still do Genocide route and come back, but it's like, I don't know. And by the way, everyone told me, like, the Genocide route is easily the hardest route in the entire game. And honestly, I'm like, bro, it took me 3 hours on one stream, 7 hours on another. Are you guys willing to watch me play like 10-hour pop streams of fucking Undertale Genocide route runs? Like, that's literally what I asked. I was like, people are really willing to sit there for 10 hours, because I know that's a bare minimum how long I'm gonna fucking take to beat the Genocide route of Undertale if I was to go back. Hence why I said, fuck that, once I got that pacifist ending. Because people, I remember as well, like, there was another little thing that had going on. Genocide is terrible from what I've heard. Exactly. It's horrible for players that decide to play it, right? And I was one of those players that said, bro, I struggled on just getting true pacifist. I think I'm good on Genesis. Like, I realized I don't think Genesis is for me, man. I don't want to, like, do you guys want another closet door gone? You know? Or you want a fucking hole in the chair or some shit? Like, what do you want? You know? That's why I'm like, nah, man, I ain't doing that. That's why I said I ain't doing no Genocide route, man. I'm sorry. Y'all are gonna have to get me to like 10,000 fucking subscribers, alright? And whatnot. And like big ass donations. I'm sorry, I'm just saying. Big ass donations, 10,000 subscribers, before you guys even allow me to even think about doing the route. I'm sorry. You know what? That's actually a good goal. If we get 10,000 subscribers by the end of the month, I'm just kidding. It's a joke. Actually, you know what? You know what? I got a proposal. Alright? Alright? Get so close right now. I have never done this a day in my life on this channel. If we can hit 4,000 subscribers, I'm gonna give y'all, here, get so close right now. I'm gonna give y'all 2-3 months. 2-3 months right now. Every Undertale fan, get your ass in here, huh? You want a deal? I'm gonna make a deal with you right now. Listen up, everybody. Stop your shit. If we can get to 4,000 subscribers in 2-3 months, maybe even less, I'll do Genocide route. How about that? Arekkusu TM will literally try his best to do Genocide route. Alright? I will actually do Genocide route if we reach 4,000 subscribers. Alright? 2 months time. I'll give y'all 2 months to tell your friends, subscribe, all that shit. if you want it, that's the deal. Alright? But also, once I reach 4,000 subscribers, I gotta do what I promised, which was Mario and Sonic Olympic Winter Games. Then we'll go ahead and do the genocide route. So I'm just saying, if we reach 4,000 subscribers next month or two, maybe 3 months, I'll go ahead and do it. I'll do genocide route. So why don't you guys start hitting that subscribe button? Not joking, by the way. I will actually do it. Is that a deal? Realistic Angry Bird. Hi, I'm locked in, Alan, but I changed my username and profile again. You're locked in? That's what's up. But yeah. Anyways. But yeah. That's my deal. Oh, and this stays on this video. Don't talk about outside of this video, alright? Don't do none of that. Alright, but that's my deal. If we reach 4,000 subscribers in that time, okay. Also, don't make fucking ults just to subscribe, just to see the video, alright? Genuine people, please. Come on over to the page and check me out, you know? But if we don't hit it, then I'm not doing it. And we reach 4,000 subscribers later on, after 2 to 3 months, bet. Alright? I won't do genocide route, and that's it. It's truly it. But, yeah. But anyways, back to what I was saying about my experience, or re-experience with Undertale. I remember, like, so many people in my comment section when I was practically done with the route, people were basically arguing in the comment section, telling me, hey, you only got pacifist, this is the regular pacifist ending. And then other people were telling me, this is the true pacifist ending. And I remember even having to look it up. It was so bad when we were all talking about it, because I was like, guys, I'm trying to get true pacifist, not regular pacifist, just true pacifist, because so I can get the real ending, the true ending of the game, and be done. And I remember people just kept going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and I'm like, dude, come on, guys. And I think I made a decision on the thumbnail and just said, you know what, this is the true pacifist route. After I looked it up, too. Because I think I looked it up in that stream and said, oh yeah, this is the true pacifist route. Okay. And then, you know, genocide and then true genocide route or whatever. You know, people are saying, like, that route's also canon if you want to go there. But I interpret that the true pacifist is, like, the canon ending to, you know, the game. But, anyways, I digress. After all said and done, I'm really gonna miss Undertale, because I feel like that game, I never thought in a million years that an RPG that, like, wasn't Mario was gonna be, like, really good to me. Because keep in mind, whenever I play, like, RPGs or JRPGs, a lot of the time, you know, if they're Mario related, I'm gonna have a really good time. But, like, if it's, like, anything else or something, like, I don't know, a random example of fucking Sega RPGs, I'm not gonna enjoy that shit, you know, or I don't enjoy a whole lot of RPGs outside of, like, Mario or something, stuff I can wrap my head around, and seeing that, you know, Undertale and Deltarune, for this video, I'm talking about Undertale. Undertale managed to do that, and so much more really meant a lot to me, man. Like, Toby Fox, you created a fucking phenomenal video game. I want you to know that. I know you're probably never going to see this, but I want to thank you and everybody on the team for helping you craft Undertale as a game. And even if true pacifist that you put, you know, that you had in the game and you put me through hell, I'm so glad I was able to play it and beat it, you know. I'm so glad I came back, too, to give it a second chance, to give it the redemption it so much deserved, man. And it's also all thanks to you guys, my viewers, for never losing faith in me and, you know, allowing me time away from the game, you know, from my experience video, and it must have been a hard pill to swallow for you guys, for me to not come back to the game and shit, you know, and whatnot the first time, and now we're here making a re-experience video nearly a month later after I finished the game. I don't know, it's just cool to look back on and just be like, Undertale, that game really fucked with me at first, and now it's like, it's one of my favorite games of all time. One of them. Undertale, Deltarune, Mario and the Super Mario RPG, you know, Legend of the Seven Stars. It's another one. Like pretty much most Mario games, Donkey Kong games, Mega Man games. It's like it's in there. It's in some of my favorite games of all time, man. Like awesome characters, awesome world, awesome lore. Like Undertale is such a well-crafted game, man. And it took me 2 playthroughs to kind of see that, you know? And again, I would never have survived as long, if it wasn't for you guys. And I know I'm repeating myself a lot in this one, in comparison to probably other my experience I made today, but it's the truth, you know? And I definitely would appreciate it if a lot of you guys just lightened it up. And what I mean by lighten up is lighten up on the rudeness towards players that are coming in and doing this for the first time, and you know. And to those Undertale players that were just only being nice, thank you. You know, thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you so much. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. You know, I don't know, just talking about Undertale really just, fuck, it kind of made me emotional, you know, a little bit, because that game is emotional. That game is just raw fucking emotion, man. It really is. God, man, it's emotional, man. Oh God, Alan's about to fucking tear up over Undertale. Goddamn, dude. Okay, go cry a river. Fuck, man. I'm sorry, man. It's just.
I'm down to change.
Fuck it, I'll just show the credits for the ending of this one,
Most
man.
of my night playing this shit. I mean.
By the way, I think it was 1 or 2 in the morning when I finished this video.
That's a joke, by the way.
So keep that in mind when me playing this, because I played this like 5, 6 at night, I think.
Yo, look at my boy, bro.
I mean, don't whip. Look at me, Sam.
My bro's fucking rad, bro. Check it.
Dude, just so happy I finished this. And oh, you know what? I just realized something. It wouldn't be a Undertale my experience video if I didn't end it like this. Hold on, I gotta end it kind of like I did the first time. Hold on. I gotta find it first. I mean, should I? I mean, I'm gonna get in trouble, but. Just a little bit, you know. Pause the video. Wait, what, Sans? I got a bad joke to tell. Alright, what's the joke? So I can end this video and file away. Why did the bone cross the street? Why? To become the white line on the road, my friend. What? It's a funny joke. Come on, man. No, Sans, that's just bad.